the Ohio State
Hey, good luck, bro.
taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
So it's the human centipede.
And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. That pass is incomplete.
I just got to make a couple subs real quick, man. Sorry. All right, we good, man. Thank you.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Jackson.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
Almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Grab near the marker. It's Lee. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The screen, and watch out! A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll test the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down.
That's right, man. That was physical.
And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it.
There he goes.
First down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Just keeps moving. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it?
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Damn.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, have given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative...
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Nice move there.
Nice run, man.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. To the air, it's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Rebels want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Under fire. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Right there, Daddy.
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The sure hands, it's Lee. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Wallace. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To throw, it's Sayin. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is on its way. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Rebels are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Peoples. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
He's got him wide open. Final corral, but not before. He picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that he caught it. So close.
That's money every
so
time.
he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. When a defense is backed up like this, you've got nothing to lose anyway. They're aggressive and create the negative play.
Yeah, they're being aggressive, Reese, and it seems like at this point on the field, they're actually starting to dictate to the offense.
This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Into the end
Nice job,
zone
man.
he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Dropping back, it's Sayed. Finds his big tight end. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. And he steps to the sidelines on this return. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Trying to barge their way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job.
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Back to throw, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Tate. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
To the ground with the back. Across the 45. Smashes ahead. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the route is on. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're... Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels! What a score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find.
Hey, bro, you ever heard of Lemon Party?
In much better field position. The Buckeyes roll that.
You should,
This was certainly
whoever the last homie you texted, you should tell him to go check out Lemon Party.
Consequences of losing this ball game.
Oh shit.
Caught over the middle. It's Tate. They make the stop, but not
Lemon Party, I think it's like .org or dot.
One of the nice
It's .com or .org. It's one of those two. If it's not .com, it's .org or something weird.
And that allows these receivers time to get vertically
What?
downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
It's like an OnlyFans, but like it's like not gonna fuck with you or anything, but it's just like a OnlyFans account.
Looking downfield, it's
Some baddies.
Unloads to the wideout. They almost had another.
You like white girls? There it is.
Out there. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4 down?
There you go. We're looking for bunnies.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout.
Ah, there you go.
Complete in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Oh.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown.
There you go, nice play, man.
Window dressing here at the end of the game. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
At this point, a comeback will take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
I know.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to...
The drill is if I give up a touchdown, I got to hit the pen. So I grabbed the pen and did not pay attention.
A comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Well,
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Speeding down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what
Bucky,
they've called
Bucky.
guys offensively all game long and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
come on, get rid of the milk, man. Go down.
Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend. And
I'm a Lane Kiffin guy. I'm a high school coach, and we run this offense, and I'm an LSU fan, so I'm excited to see what he does at LSU because he's got all those athletes. But Ole Miss is still going to be good, man. It's going to be fun in the SEC. GG's, man.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
Oh, yeah, me, see.
Not all ranked teams are created equal.